welcome to Mind Your Business, the channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip. Hey, my nosy people. Wagwan. I hope everyone is blessed. I want to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to Nosy People Them Crew. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button. Anyway, I came on here to talk about Sisters. The latest episode of Sisters dropped. As we know, last week it was left on somewhat of a cliffhanger with Karen telling the girls that she's pregnant. Finally, thank you, Lord, because it's been so long. But for this episode, I thought it was interesting because it was Karen just trying to be quite salty, really, with Fatima by bringing her over to try and burst her bubble about Zach. But no. Fatima already knew that he was pregnant, so it wasn't no news. Also, I find it really weird that Karen is so fixated on it being Zach's baby when it could be Aaron's. Even Aaron knows this and is now questioning her about the timeline. But anyway, I did actually like that. It seemed to me that the girls really like Fatima. And, even when they had that sort of occasion, Danny was cracking me up because Danny's just like, she's kind of team Fatima. You can see it a bit because she knows that Zach loves her off and they love off each other. But I was team Fatima too, actually, because the way she handled Karen was top class. Yeah, very classy. I was like, yes, my girl, don't take the rubbish, yeah? Because she put her in her place, but in a nice way. And then also let her know, look, there's no hate. She's been where you've been before. She's happy with Zach, but you don't have to try come and throw spanners in the work. Because where's Karen come with this chat about, oh, well, does he tell you that he calls me every day? You wish, love. You wish he was calling you. I love Fatima handled that very well with her. I've got access to his phones. We've never seen any calls in there. And yes, I actually knew he was pregnant. This is not news. She was so unbothered that I just absolutely was just laughing and was just like, woo, yes, my girl, keep it going. I also really like the fact that Fatima kind of put Karen in her place. So when Karen was saying, oh, it's Zach's baby. So she said, if it's his baby, we're going to do a paternity test. To me, I thought it was good that she made that point. Yes, when the baby comes, we're going to make sure that it is Zach's before Zach starts having to be responsible for that child. And that leaves it in a good position for the whole Aaron situation because we know Aaron is quite keen and worried about the timelines too. And I'm sure he must be thinking, why do you want it to be Zach's baby rather than his? I also loved when I saw, they showed a clip of Fatima going back to Zach and letting Zach know how the chat went. She let, Zach know that basically Karen was trying to blindside her a little bit, but, it went well in the end. And then, of course, Zach then proceeded to tell Fatima about the kind of situation with Gary and how he tried to kind of manipulate and use his relationship with Fatima or try to leverage his relationship with Zach to use it to get to Andy. So I think that was so good that they're showing that they are communicating clearly, and we know that communication is key for any good relationship. So that is always good to see. I just want to see them win, honestly, because I just feel like can Zach not have to deal with these legal woes? So yes, I feel like it'd be good just to see Zach and Fatima have a moment of happiness without all the stuff come crashing around them. I mean, there's other people to cause drama with Tyler and friends, like, for example, Sabrina and her rubbish man, Calvin, who even everybody asked, is he okay when they found out about him getting into a fight? Yes, because of his twirl and drop that happened before. I love the way Danny did the whole twirl and drop to illustrate why people were asking if Calvin is okay. We'll see what happens with that, but I thought it was a good episode overall. Still a bit long and dragged out, particularly towards the ending with Zach. It's like, can he not just get a break? And also Gary and Hayden, very creepy, and not surprised that he's paying him or, bribing him to keep an eye on Andy. And of course, Hayden is obviously the one that was, digging up in Zach's business, so they're doing each other a favour. It just shows you how Gary is very slimy too, because he went to Zach with a proposition to try and speak to Fatima to get him in with Andy as well. So this man stops at nothing. It's quite disturbing. I think it's great that he's got her her penthouse apartment in her name. That's good for her. But I think she should be still looking at where his money comes from and a bit more about him, because I still feel like he's a bit dodgy anyway. But yeah, I thought the episode was interesting. We'll see what happens next week with this whole Zach situation, but I'm not happy that he's in hot water because he's made some money, and now the hater, Hayden, has reported him, which is what has started this whole investigation off in the first place. Also, the ending part, what's that about? It is very unrealistic. So you're just going to have someone walk in your house, ask you if you're Zach, and then tell you to put your hands behind your back. No, you have to explain why you're trying to arrest the man in the first place. So That's a bit long. It's just very dramatic for the scene. So I wasn't impressed with that. And what else did I want to throw in there? Oh, of course, this whole ridiculous storyline. Maurice and Q's storyline, it is just so far-fetched. So now he's turned up at Maurice's, place of work, the place that he was in the incident for anyway. He's on a tracker, and Maurice obviously reminds him that obviously he's being tracked at, and he's outside where he tried to rob. So it's just quite ridiculous. And the fact that you're still asking Maurice to stay in his house is ridiculous. Man told you no. This is a reach of a storyline. I don't know where they're going with this. We shall see. But I'm not impressed with it. But yeah, a much better episode than last week. They still need to pick up the pace, I think. But I was here for the Karen-Fatima interaction and Fatima putting Karen in her place. Karen, I feel like she just needs to go and do some sort of therapy. She's always miserable. She doesn't want, Aaron. She clearly wants Zach. But maybe she should think about Aaron, because Aaron's obviously been there and trying to be there for her. So, go give it some thought. Or, like you said, be single. But stop raining on people's parade and let people be happy. So we shall see how things go going forward anyway. But yeah, I thought the episode overall was decent. But what do you guys think? Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.